Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Our topic today is who is God and where does God live? Who do you think is God and where does God live? Do you think God is living on the streets? Do you think God is living inside a room? Do you think God is living in the sky? Or do you think God is living in the air? Among all those questions, I want to tell you the truth today. God is a spirit. God is a spirit, according to the Bible. And being a spirit, God is a spirit that lives in man. God lives in you, God lives in me, God lives in every living thing. Remember, say, God is a spirit that lives in every living thing. God lives in you, He lives in me, He lives in every living thing. He is a spirit, remember. He is a spirit and He lives in us. That Spirit of God that lives in us enables us to do the right thing. That Spirit of God that lives in us enables us to take the right decision. That Spirit of God that lives in us enables us to do good. That Spirit of God that lives in us enables us to love our neighbor. That Spirit of God that lives in us enables us to do everything good. Because everything good is of God. But what is bad belongs to another nature, which we are going to come back there next time. It will be another topic. But our major topic today is who is God and where does God live? Some of you might have been going to church for many years, but yet you are still confused on who is God, about who is God and where does God live. Remember, the Bible made us to understand that our heart is the temple of God. Our body, inside our body is our heart, is the temple of God. If our heart and our body is the temple of God, that means God lives in our hearts. Our ability to reason well comes from God. Our ability to do the right thing comes from God. Our ability to take the right decision comes from God. Our ability to love comes from God. Our ability to do everything good comes from God. And where does that Spirit of God live? Inside us. So, take note. God is a spirit and He lives in us. I say what? God is a spirit and He lives in man and in every living creature has a God, has the Spirit of God in them, including me and you. So when you are praying, remember, you are praying to the Spirit that lives in you. When you recognize that the Spirit of whom you are praying to resides in you, it will enable you to make the right prayer. It will enable you to pray the right prayer. Because majority of you prays as if you are praying to an upstory building, as if you are praying to an ocean, as if you are praying to a mountain. Remember, you are praying to the Spirit of that God that lives in you. And when that Spirit of God that lives in you is being activated, you will know and you will recognize the power of God. You will begin to experience the manifestation of God's power in you, because God said, you are spirit, and I created you in my own image and likeness. Can you understand now? We are God on this earth, because the Spirit of that living God is in us. It is being deposited into us at the time of creation. And He gave us dominion over everything on this living earth. All you need is to discover and acknowledge the presence of that God in you. The day you acknowledge the presence of that Spirit of God that lives in you, that day you will know that you are God. You will know that you are a spirit. You know that you have power, and you will begin to manifest that power as God have commanded you to do. You will begin to manifest power over sickness. You will begin to manifest power over disease. You will begin to manifest power over poverty.